Quarterfinals football greetings, true believers. The undefeated Palmyra Panthers needed a second win over Hallsville this season to punch a Final Four ticket, but this was a very different game than their regular season meeting, and in fact started with 2 plays and a very scary 30-minute injury delay. Meanwhile, Palmyra on its first possession finally got some momentum and energy back in this game. 3rd and 18. Brody Lindbauer looking to Zane Myers' perfectly thrown ball into the window, and Myers does the rest, zigzagging his way into the end zone from 55 yards away to put Palmyra up 6-0. Meanwhile, after a 3-and-out by Hallsville, same combination, this time a little shorter, Lindbauer to Myers, a 22-yard strike. Again, the conversion failed. It's 12-0 Panthers at this point. Ensuing possession, first play after the kickoff, Tiger Cobb to the air, and A.J. Austin steals the ball away from Landon Smith and goes 80 yards to have the Palmyra lead. It's 12-6. But the Panther defense would tighten the screws very nicely. Check out Joshua Lickfeld right here, filling as only he can. Big time tackle for loss. Then it's Weston King time, who had another monster day today, starting his day with the quarterback sack right there. But the big defensive play comes here on 3rd and long. Check out Abe Hare, one-handed interception. Huge play. You'll see it again on Sensational 7. Big time pickup after the interception as well. Sets up Ross Arch from 9 yards away, and Palmyra's lead swelled back to 20-6 just before the end of the first quarter. The defense kept it up for the orange and black all game long, and again, it was Weston King at the heart of things. Yeah, the Bulldog tackle right there for the TFL, and then it's Weston King getting the quarterback sack on Tiger Cobb, but Cobb just kept getting up to answer. Tough kid. The quarterback from Hallsville, very enviable, and check out this touchdown strike right here to A.J. Austin to cut the lead back down to 20-14. Palmyra defense still trying to make a statement in this one. Will Begley is healthy again, and what a difference he makes at linebacker, and that would help set up this. Hayes Miller, jet sweep action. Speaking of guys who need to get healthy, he looked like Hayes Miller again, master of the jet sweep. Nobody wants any part of Weston King as the lead blocker. 54 yards later, it's 28-14. Palmyra doing the deed. The defense again continuing to beast in the first half. It's Abe Hare time out here trying to take away passing lanes with a big time emphatic tackle. Later, it is again the big fella in the middle, Weston King, teaming up with Braden Madden for a half sack right there. A little bit later, Cobb is going to get sacked again. This time, again, Weston King, who is going to live in that poor quarterback's nightmares for the rest of this year and maybe for much longer than that. As you can see, big time tackle, but again, Cobb showing his toughness, coming back with 34 seconds left in the half and making another touchdown strike to cut the Palmyra lead to 28-22. But you know what? Palmyra still, with just 34 seconds left on the clock, drives the ball the length of the field, and with 4 seconds on the clock, as the halftime buzzer sounds, are you kidding me? It's Brody Lindbauer right on the money, hooking up with Colin Arch for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion would be good as well, as Lindbauer would find Zane Myers and extend the lead to 34-22 Panthers at the half. The second half, not nearly as exciting or entertaining, but it was emphatically all Palmyra. Ross Arch with a big-time pickup right there. Little sweep action of his own right there inside the 30-yard line, and that sets up Mr. Arch from a yard away. Big block in front of him from Weston King. 2-point conversion as well. Palmyra extends the lead, and the defense would spend the rest of the day doing the rest. Bulldog tackle right there from Colin Arch from his cornerback position. The defense really good. Weston King spearheading a charge down in the red zone to keep Hallsville out. And at the end of this thing, when it was all said and done, Palmyra had punched its ticket to the Final Four with a very impressive 44-30 victory. Up next for the Panthers, a showdown with Missouri high school football rivalry in Kansas City. Yeah, it'll be St. Pius X hosting the Panthers on a date and time yet to be determined. In the Class 4 quarterfinal, MICDS and Hannibal, auspicious start for the Pirates. Clad in all black today, Cortland Watson up top to the freshman sensation Aeneas Williams, 33-yard touchdown. It's 6-0 Hannibal at that point. Meanwhile, good news at the other end of the field. Reagan Andrew here trying to pick up some yardage for the Rams, and the fumble would be forced and recovered here by Dylan Admire, and the Pirates were back in business with a chance to go up 2 touchdowns, and they would do exactly that. That was the last play of the first quarter. This, the first play of the second. To the air, it's Cortland Watson hooking up with Aeneas Williams yet again, this time a 25-yard pass that extends the Pirates after the 2-point conversion out to a 14-0 lead. The Pirates with a chance to go up 3 touchdowns, but Jalen Pace, son of former Rams offensive tackle Orlando Pace, a Quincy University recruiting target, comes up with the deflected pickball interception and the long return to set up Stephen Hall for MICDS's first touchdown of the game. It's a 10-yard scamper to have the lead for Hannibal at that point, 14-7. Pirates come right back. A.J. Thomas doing work right here, right up the spine. An 8-yard touchdown just before halftime to cut it to 20-7. And the Pirate defense looked like it would make it stand up. This, my friends, off the edge as Brady Zimmerman with a quarterback sack trying to get his team to the halftime locker room with a 2-touchdown lead. But Reagan Andrew was having none of it, going to the air right here just before the half with a touchdown to cut into the Pirate lead. It would be 20-14 Hannibal at the half. Second half, plenty of scoring in this one. Reagan Andrew right here. The simple short pass to Crawford Bundy turns into a big-time gainer, 66-yard touchdown, and knots us up at 20 apiece. First play for the Pirates after the kickoff, and Cortland Watson wants to go deep, and why not? He's got the speedster Williams yet again for his 3rd touchdown of the game to extend Hannibal out to a 27-20 lead. More from Dylan Bundy, though. This is Will Kazmarek on the middle screen, finding plenty of room in the middle of the Hannibal defense. He plunges in to tie us up at 27 apiece. Check out this answer, though, from Cortland Watson to Drake Dudley. The All-Stater into your living room spots Hannibal a 34-27 lead at that point. But unfortunately for the Pirates, their next possession ends up in an interception, a controversial one where the referees ruled that the ground caused the fumble right there, and it was an interception. And you know what? Reagan Andrew goes right back to work. 21 unanswered points for MICDS in this ball game as the Rams end Hannibal's fine season. 48-34 is your final in the ball game.
Let's go here. Let's go. Team, 1, 2, 3. Team.
High school basketball season opened Friday night with the Monroe City girls on the road at Fulton. Good first possession for the Panthers, looking to get the ball down low to the rising sophomore Haley Hagan. She had a big first half, but the rest of the first quarter was ugly. Monroe City trailed 10-4. Things got progressively better as the game wore on. Again, it's Miss Hagan. She scored her team's first 8 points as part of a 12-point night. Later, the next Lady Panther to score midway through the second quarter as the ball careens and pinballs around is Bailey Hayes, knocking down a triple right there for the 3 to cut the lead down to just 2. Big second half for Hallie Dyer. She scored 8 of her 10 there as Monroe City pulls off the win, 43-34. On the men's college basketball docket, on the hill at Culver Stockton, a rough one today for Aaron Hill and the Wildcats as the 4th-ranked William Penn Statesmen come in and put a whooping on the Wildcats. Meanwhile, at Hannibal LaGrange, Bellevue University's reserves beat the Trojans 65-50. Grant Peters, the pride of Mark Twain High School, leading the way with 15 points in that ball game for the Trojans. And in college football today, the best day yet of his collegiate career for former Quincy High School superstar and KHQA Player of the Year Jyrel Brock. He had 9 carries today for 25 yards and 3 catches for 26 in a win over Kansas State. With your look at Saturday sports, I'm Sports Director Chris Dewar. Thank you for making KHQA your home for news, weather, and sports, and have a great, great weekend, everybody.